I was not seeking to be the first. I was only attempting to do my own thing. It's only when history looks back that you realize you were the first. These are the words of the late Dr. Patricia Bath, an ophthalmologist, laser scientist, and inventor. Born in Harlem, New York in 1942, she was a naturally curious child with nurturing parents. After completing her undergraduate studies at Hunter College, Bath went on to obtain her medical degree from Howard University. Sexism, racism, and relative poverty were the obstacles she faced as a girl growing up. Dr. Bath, despite the odds, continued with the fellowship in ophthalmology at Columbia University in 1969, becoming the first African American to complete a residency in ophthalmology in 1973. She became the first female faculty member at the Department of Ophthalmology at UCLA's Jules Stein Eye Institute in 1979. When offered an office in a basement next to the lab animals, she could have walked out the door. Nevertheless, she felt it was more important to focus on the prize. This begs the question, what was the prize? Just out of medical school, Dr. Bath interned at the Harlem Hospital and then at an eye clinic at Columbia University. There, she noticed discrepancies and vision problems between the largely black patient population at Harlem and the largely white one at Columbia. Based on this observation, she conducted a retrospective epidemiological study. The results are shown here. In all 3 years, the prevalence of blindness among blacks was roughly double that of whites. This resulted in her proposal for a new discipline, community ophthalmology, which aimed at making access to eye care more inclusive. Her ultimate goal, the prize of which she spoke, was not only to restore sight, but to make the process of restoring sight less invasive, more affordable, and hence more accessible to all, especially the marginalized. The leading cause of blindness are cataracts, cloudy areas on the lens of the eye that obstruct clear vision. Cataract removal surgeries of the day were often somewhat harsh and highly invasive, involving a large incision in the eye, a needle, and months of recovery. Naturally, such surgeries were very expensive. If the disparities between blindness in marginalized communities and majority communities were to be mitigated, the methodology would have to change. In 1981, Dr. Bath's studies in both ophthalmology and laser technology culminated in a device and system that gave prominent and permanent results at a fraction of the cost and pain. The laser phaco probe uses a system of lasers, suction, and irrigation to safely vaporize cataracts through a tiny 1 millimeter insertion into a patient's eye. The affected lens is then removed and replaced with an artificial lens that won't deteriorate over time. In 1988, Dr. Bath became the first African American female doctor to receive a patent for a medical purpose, shown here. The laser phaco probe has since been used to restore sight to millions around the world. Dr. Bath sadly passed away in May of 2019. Her legacy, though, lives on through the American Institute for the Prevention of Blindness, a nonprofit organization designed to protect, preserve, and restore sight through education, community service, research, and eye care services. Did she achieve her goal? I, for one, think so.